What's up, Flipsider? So it is the July 2nd. It is 2 in the morning. So I just wanted to get a little nap in before I ended up going to the gym and to the store and everything that I needed to do that I was talking about yesterday. But I just had one of the most bizarre dreams that I've had in a long time. I talked about a while ago one of the scariest dream I've ever had. It was actually really demonic. But I just had another one that was really freaky. I don't have nightmares a lot. I used to have a lot of really anxiety-filled dreams, but they've never been nightmares. It's even kind of freaky to close my eyes. And it's gonna sound really weird. It started when I was watching a Nikki Blackketter vlog, which is one of the two vlogs that I actually follow. And it was really random, but it was kind of like a TV show at the same time because it was really overly dramatic. The kind of the theme of the vlog or episode, I guess, because it really was more like a TV show, was growing up and how she happened to be the main character of the show, but she was struggling with the fact that gifts that she would get from people were it was a fly catcher. To get rid of all the flies in her house. And she's when did I become such an adult? And so anyway, the whole struggle was with growing up, right? I don't know what a fly catcher would do with anything, but this is where it gets weird, because I was watching this with my grandmother, Kathy, who was on a couch, and I was sitting on a chair somewhere. For some reason in the show they were quoting scripture a lot, but they wouldn't say the Bible, and they wouldn't say God or Jesus or anything like that. They called it fate and something else, but it turned into a mystery thing, and I don't even remember what they were trying to solve anymore, but they were getting clues from the Bible. But every time scripture would come up on screen, I would start freaking out. But internally, it was I was possessed. It was what I imagined being possessed would be because I just started shaking uncontrollably, and I tried to scream, but I couldn't. I couldn't breathe anymore, and I would try to scream because I was in pain, but I also wanted help. And I would scream, but it'd be really airy, kind of like I was drowning or I was being suffocated almost. And I would just try to scream at the top of my lungs, and then as soon as I let out a really hearty scream, as hearty of a scream I could, every single time I got this super weird vision of a rectangle. It was imagine a playing card with a face, and it was of a screaming face. It had a monster on it. It would be what you would, I don't know, the first thing that came into mind when you thought of a demon probably, or something. And it was just a red screaming face on top of this rectangular shape that was spinning, and it came up towards the camera. I just got chills just talking about it. And it was just had this dark background. It was this rectangular shape with the face that was spinning and fly up at the camera, and it was yelling the whole way up until it got to me, or until it got to the camera, and then I would kind of be okay. And it got progressively more and more intense every time, because this happened several times, because for some reason they kept quoting scripture in the episode, and even got to the point where they would say something in the episode, and because they were talking about possession and stuff in the show. And then I just remember at one point I got really intense. I actually fell out of the chair that I was sitting in onto the floor, and I just remember my legs just shaking uncontrollably. And that's when I really started to scream, because I realized now more than ever that something really actually was wrong with me. And I knew my grandmother was 10 feet away from me, but she never moved. She never moved to help me. She physically couldn't move to come and help me for some reason. And every time I went into one of these episodes, I would get a little more ability to scream, but I didn't have any other physical control of my body, and so I would scream at the top of my lungs as much as I could. And then every time that one of these episodes happened, that face would spin faster and come up towards like the camera faster. Like, I saw it as if I was looking down, and it would fly up at me. And it was just, ugh. It sounds so ridiculous, but that was really, really scary. Oh, well, now that that's over, and I am officially disturbed, I am going to head to the gym and go to the store. First thing I do every single morning, I don't even want to put my feet on the ground because I feel like someone's going to reach out and grab it. First thing I like to do every single morning is I start out with one of these devotionals. I actually got this for Christmas from Jason and Natalie, which is Catherine's brother and sister-in-law. So I like to do that, and then a small ab workout, and then I'm ready to start my day. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to go to the gym.
You want to play too?
So, that does it for our workout. I feel pretty good about it, but at the same time, I actually felt really weak tonight, especially my squats and my bench. I think I could attribute a lot of that to didn't come even close to getting all the macros that I needed yesterday, and I woke up kind of abruptly from a nap, which, I don't know, it just felt kind of off for a little bit. Towards the end of the workout, I started to feel a little bit better, but the beginning was rough. I was feeling really weak, but like I said, finished strong, finished good. So now I'm going to head to the store because I have just a little bit of groceries to pick up, shouldn't be long, and then I'm going to head home and maybe work on Katie and Brandon's wedding, or do something, I don't know, guess we'll see. So every time I come, I like to get like a carton of strawberry milk, because the strawberry milk is like one of my favorite things in the entire world. But look what they had. They had cookies and cream flavor milk, which I'm definitely gonna get because that sounds incredible. So I usually like to go to Safe Mart to do my grocery shopping, but happens to be 4 in the morning, so not a lot of places are actually open. Alright, I'm a graveyard shifter, so really. So I went in with the goal of spending 40 bucks. That's what I wanted to spend because I had 40 bucks cash, and I ended up spending 40.03. So real close, 3 cents off it, put 3 cents on my card, which now I'm gonna have a 3-cent charge on my card that my bank's probably gonna be wondering about, but I got everything that I needed. I think I have enough protein powder and rice to last me another week, and then after that we should be golden again. No more cameras. I'm not buying anything else for a while. I just had to buy a new camera, and I basically bought an entirely new wardrobe over the past like 2 weeks, and so I was totally out of money, but I've got all my expenses out of the way for a while, but I've got some really big things to save up for, which I'm very excited about, that I don't think I've ever talked about yet. I'm going to soon, but not yet. Okay, so my post-workout meal slash breakfast slash dinner slash I have no idea what time it should actually be for me right now is nothing fancy. It's some chicken with some tapatio and a protein shake, and there is a sweet background that I've made for my computer that I don't think I've ever shown you guys, of animated caricatures of people from Flipsider Films videos. I'm actually gonna have a couple more made of other characters that aren't pictured here, that and then I might release it as like a post or something. I gotta get used to looking at this lens and not the screen up there. It's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, I think, because I'm just so beautiful. I want to look at... I'm kidding. Now that I'm home, I think I'm gonna relax for a little bit, and I'm going to maybe play a little bit of Halo, because they just came out with an update, or maybe I'll finish getting all the achievements in Goat Simulator. I don't know. I'm gonna do something though and relax for a little bit, and then I'm gonna work on Katie and Brandon's wedding, and I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Okay, Mom. I know you're trying to show me a picture of a snake.
It's right there.
There's no snake in that picture.
There is too.
Let me see.
It's right here. But the other picture's better.
Kura! 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 Hey. Yeah, that one's better. There's a snake. So, I am about to start my first playthrough for Flipsider games, which is going to be Mass Effect, and I'm super stoked. And it's let's play a video. Shh, shh. Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I played this, and it was probably my favorite playthrough that I did on the channel through my Twitch stream. And I feel like this new kind of style Let's Play that I'm gonna do is gonna be more reminiscent of Twitch streams. And so I'm super stoked, and I'm gonna get a backdrop set up. I'm gonna take a shower, gonna get some hot chocolate or something to snack on while I play, and I'm gonna try to get through the whole thing tonight. And I am super excited. When I said earlier I was gonna relax and play some games or something, I didn't. I tried to go back to sleep, but I haven't been able to sleep all day. I only fell asleep for like 2 more hours, and then I'm up. So I figured, you know, August is coming up, and that's when I wanted to launch Flipsider games, so I better start recording stuff now so that I actually have content for August, and I am very excited. And so, I'm just excited to play this again because I turned it on and heard the mini music. It just brings back so many memories. I've always loved music, especially like soundtrack music, something that I've always loved, and man, it takes me back just so fast when I hear soundtracks. And so I am super stoked. I'm about to get this going, but I gotta find some kind of backdrop to use for my webcam. So I'll check back in a little bit. Alright, so I just finished filming about 5 or 6 hours of videos for Flipsider games, and you know, then I realized that I just spent 5 or 6 hours recording videos for Flipsider games, and you know, I was ready to spend another 5 hours, And then I was already thinking like, man, I'm going to be really tired tomorrow, but that's okay because I can get a nap. And I was like trying to justify all this time spent on it when it's really not what I wanted to do. And so like I said, today was kind of a test to see how it was going to go. And I don't know if what I was kind of thinking for Flipsider games is going to be what's going to happen. I could still see myself releasing like a bunch of re-releases of our old stuff, but even as I was playing through the game, which I was playing Mass Effect, I was remembering of when I was streaming and how that was a lot of fun, and I realized that a lot of what I was doing and in the format I wanted to film it was very stream-like. And so it made me think, you know, because I just spent like 5 or 6 hours recording, and then it's going to take even longer to edit it all, and it's just going to take an insane amount of time. And so I was thinking, well, what if instead of doing that, I go back to streaming, and then I could just port over my streams. Maybe I'll end up doing that instead. And I'm not entirely sure if that's the direction that I want to go. But I don't think like these hour-long episodes all edited is going to... I don't think it's going to work. It's just going to take way too much time, and I have other priorities that I hold above Flipsider games. Flipsider games used to be way up there, but now it's kind of at the bottom of the list, and it's the first thing that can go. And so I think I'm going to kind of re-plan and refigure out what I want to do with Flipsider games to make it a little more viable, because it's something that I do enjoy and I know you guys enjoy, but there are other projects that I'm actually working on right now that I am more interested in doing, and that could actually be more financially viable and would just be a better way to spend my time than sitting here for 25 hours a week, you know, editing videos, which is not at all what I want to do. So we'll see what the future holds for Flipsider games, but the test today served its purpose in showing me that I don't think that's the direction I want to go, but perhaps streaming is a better idea, and so maybe I'll look into getting a new router or a Wi-Fi booster or something, some kind of better internet connection up in my room, so that I can actually do streams, because I really would enjoy getting back to that. And the only reason I ever stopped doing streams was because my internet connection was so shoddy. And so maybe I'll look into possible ways of being able to speed up my internet connection to the point where I can actually have a quality stream. So we will see, but the test, like I said, served its purpose magnificently, and I'm ready to edit this video and go to bed and end my day, and then start again all over tomorrow. I work tomorrow night, and I need to and I also have a back and biceps workout, which I am actually kind of looking forward to doing. I've been trying some new stuff with my back workouts that I've been enjoying a lot, and I really feel the next day, which is nice. But so that should be interesting. But I'm gonna go. I hope you all had a fantastic day, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys, and I will see you all on the flip side.